Hi everyone, it's Goddess Enchantments here, and I'm back with another Oracle card review. This is the Gaia Oracle by Toni, Carmine, Salerno. I think that's how you say his name anyway. So this is what the box looks like. It's one of those sturdy boxes which has got the cutouts at the side so you can get the top off easily. Nice and sturdy. Most Oracle decks do come in these days. This is by Blue Angel Publishing, and it is 45 cards. You get a book with it, and there is affirmations for each card that are in the deck. So this is a Gaia inspired nature, if you like, deck. So we'll start with the size of the cards. For example, let me see, this is the Goddess Oracle that I've already reviewed. The cards are pretty much exactly the same size, just a bit longer. I have small hands, so I do tend to prefer smaller decks. These are a bit hard for me to shuffle easily, but we will start with the guidebook as usual. So it's not one of those little white paper books, but it's also not one of those substantial books. It is quite thin. I can't remember how many pages. Let me just have a little look at how many is in here. I think it's about 88 pages, but some of that obviously is blurb. On the back you have got the artist here. Wonderful, wonderful art. As you could see here, he is an intuitive artist, and I actually know he has a couple of books, at least one that you can get on Amazon of his art, and probably from his website as well. I don't know, as I've not visited it. So the book, let's have a look. We have got opening page, dedication. Then we do have, which I like, the fact that all the cards are numbered. And you can come and look at the front of the book to find the card easily because you have an index here. There is nothing worse, in my opinion, than when you get an Oracle deck that does not give you some method of finding the cards easily in the book. For example, with the Goddess Oracle I have already reviewed. The cards are not numbered, but they are in alphabetical order, and you can easily find them in the book. With this one, the cards are not in alphabetical order, but they are numbered. So you can come here and go, I'm looking for number 70. All right, that's page 37. And that for me is just something that has to come with the deck. A deck that does not have that, to me, is a substandard deck, in my opinion. But that's just me. Some people may not mind it at all. So we have the introduction to the Gaia Oracle. This book I've actually had this deck for years, a good few years now, but the book looks pretty much new, which is why I'm having to flatten it, because I read intuitively a lot. So we have got, like I say, the information about the deck there, then how to use the cards, your questions, 1 card reading, 4 card spread, elemental star spread, rainbow chakra spread, relationship spread, and the two-way spread. So there is a good selection of spreads in here. Nothing, in my opinion, very specific to the deck. So these were not spreads that were designed to go with these cards, but it does give you more than the standard past, present, future, or the Celtic cross and stuff like that. So you've got something a little bit extra there. Then we come into the card interpretations, and as you can see, they've got their number, their name. Then you've got your key words or phrases. Then you have the description of the card, and then over here we have your affirmations. So for example, for the Tree of Life, it would be fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. Then we have got, I am the master of my own destiny. All I truly desire, I create. All I create through love. All I create is for the higher good of all. I am truly blessed and grateful for all the abundance in my life. And each card goes on in that same way, and you have obviously the black and white image of the card. So it's a really easy book to use. Oh, there we are. Look, there's the book. There. That's one of his art book. 100 pages, a full colour deluxe padded hardcover book. So yeah. Again, you've got his website there. Some more information on his books and oracle decks that he has done. Oh look, there's even a CD, meditation CD for inner peace. And meditations for children. I may look that up. Like I say, I don't use a lot of these books unless there's something really interesting for me in them. So that's the book. And on to the cards. I would say quite a good oracle deck card stock. It is really quite firm. Not the thickest, but certainly nowhere near thin. Again, like I say, if you look at my hands, I have quite small hands, and these I have to use my middle finger and my thumb to be able to shuffle them the traditional way, which I'm doing leaning over something, but that's very difficult. So for me, they are a little bit difficult to shuffle, but that is just because I have very small hands. If you have average hands, I'm sure these will be fine. So the back of the cards are all this heart image. And again, these are wonderful if you want to read intuitively. Now, let's take a look. Now, you've got your Tree of Life card. So as you see, the number is at the top, always. You have the title of the card, and you also have your keywords. So if you don't want to use the guidebook, and you're like, I just want to put the guidebook away, I want to learn to read intuitively, or I naturally read intuitively, but you think it would be nice to have a few prompts to get you started with a new deck, then you have those on there. So it's a great tool whether you're already an intuitive reader or you're like, you know what, I usually use the guidebooks, I want to start down the intuitive. What you could do is start working with them. When you turn them over, just cover that, have a little look at the image, see what you get from the image, and then you can actually check in with your keywords at the bottom and be like, was I on the right track, or does this card mean something different for me? Because sometimes these words don't always resonate with your mind and your intuition for the image. I'll have to do a video on intuitive reading at some point. So that's the Tree of Life. We have, I'll hold them up like this. We have Moonlight, Travel, Romance and Potential. Gaia, Wisdom, Knowledge, Spiritual Understanding. Purification, Fire. The elements are, there is an elemental card in here for this deck. Get your words out. There is a card for each element in this deck. So we've got Purification by Fire, Bare Essentials, The Naked Truth, and Wholeness. Flame Tree. I mean, how fab is this artwork? Perception. I mean, look, you could just sit and look at that for ages and just really get so much guidance. These cards are also great to meditate with, I find. Amethyst. Ocean of Eternal Love. Doing this at a weird angle today for some reason. Zen Garden. I truly do feel his artwork is absolutely stunning. I mean, this deck is also really great for daily draws for yourself, I find, because you can also keep them, do your daily draw, look at that, Liberation, do your daily draw, and then say you've drawn a Liberation card, you can then stand it up on your altar, and it is a beautiful card, a beautiful reminder every time you walk past your altar of what your message for that day is. Whereas not all cards, I find, lend themselves to daily draws, or to displaying on your altar, because some are not very self-explanatory, or they just, I don't know, I think you need an image that you find evocative and that inspires you and brings on your intuition, really. Reflection. Here's the water card, purification via water. So you've got the full set of purification in here, attachment. Night wind. There's also no reversals, as you saw in the book with these, so you know it's up to you if you want to read. It's easy enough to read a reversal yourself if they don't give you one, because you generally just flip what you would get from the card the other way round, or use your intuition to see what it's telling you. Although I find, and I've had these cards, like I say, a very long time, and I don't think I've ever had a reversal with this deck, strangely enough. I don't think, maybe the deck doesn't like it. It doesn't lend itself to reversals. I think this is fab. I love that piece. Look at this card. Every time I come across this card in this deck, it's like I've forgotten it's in there. This card is coming out of this deck today, definitely. I absolutely are. I love using a lot of my oracle cards. I don't so much do it with my tarot. My mystical cats I probably do because it's on my cat altar. But I love using decks that I'm not currently working with as art cards for gods or goddesses or energies that I'm working with, or I put my daily draw card out like I was saying before. Hidden path. I mean, look at the imagery in that. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. You've got the Ankh, the Eye of Horus, the Sun. I would say this deck is definitely a gentle energy deck. So if you are reading for yourself, if you're going through a really tough time in your life at the moment, this might be an oracle deck that you consider. Or if you read for clients and you need to take a bit more of a gentler approach with your reading, these are a wonderful deck to use. Oh, I love that. Look at that. So all in all, a really beautiful deck. I'm not going to shuffle them. I'm just going to cut them and pick one so I can read you a description of a card, just so you can hear what descriptions are like in this one. So what have we got? 24. 24. So we've got eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. So let's have a closer look at this card. Something is resolved soon. A new page is turned as the concern you have dissolves and gives way to a period of sunshine. A time to relax and enjoy life, free of worry and doubt that has cast a grey shadow over your life for the past few weeks. During the coming month or so, try to spend some time in nature. Allow yourself to reconnect with Gaia's nurturing and healing power. Immerse and surround yourself in her natural beauty, for she will help you restore your balance, harmonize your energy centers, and replenish your body, mind, and spirit. It may be difficult for you to switch off at first, but after a few days, as your thoughts slow down, you will settle into a new and more relaxed rhythm. Make the most of this opportunity while you can. And the affirmations for this card are: I am physically and emotionally connected to the healing power of Mother Earth. I surround myself with her beauty and feel a deep sense of peace. I am free of worry. Each day I grow stronger and more relaxed. My life is in perfect balance. How beautiful is that? I really think, and this card, ironically, I didn't even shuffle, I just cut them, and this really does speak to me today. So these cards are stunning. They're good card stock. They have I would say not a basic, they have like a middle range with the guidebook that's with this deck. The affirmations are beautiful, the descriptions and the art are beautiful. All in all, it's just a really gorgeous deck to have in your collection, to connect to earth energy and Gaia, and have a gentler reading that can give you a push in a much more gentle way than maybe some other oracle cards or some straight tarot. So that is the Gaia Oracle. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Check out my channel for more reviews, as well as some oil making and bath tea making and working with herbs, etc. That's it from me. You can also check out my website below, which is www.goddess/enchantments.co.uk. Yeah, so that's it from me. I will speak to you all soon. Blessed be.